I found Dice unable to get up and unwilling to come out for veggies. He seemed to have vertigo and he had diarrhea and he seemed like he was in a lot of pain. He was kind of bloated and it was a long, restless night, but he finally pooped at about 4 in the morning. Still, he couldn't get up, so I rushed him to the vet first thing in the morning, and luckily they were able to squeeze me in as an emergency, and we got looked at. So I want to explain exactly what's going on with him.
So we are going to send home the panicure. This is to treat the head tilt. You're going to give 0.2. We are going to give you preloaded syringes,
Okay.
So you're not going to have to worry about measuring it out.
And that's thinking that it could be bacterial?
Yes, so we're trying to treat
Okay.
what it could be, and then we are sending you home with some more Medicam.
Okay,
It sounds
for
like
the
you
pain.
need some more.
Yeah.
And then doctor said that maybe you have another guinea pig that's on some Baytril.
Yes. So yes, I should have enough Baytril.
Okay. And then doctor would like you to continue the charcoal for 5 more days. I know we have like 4 poops, so we just want to make sure that we're not going back.
Okay.
Okay?
Perfect.
Alright, and then we are going to treat.
Okay, so he's going to get the first dose now?
Yes.
And this is how often did you say?
I believe it's going to be once a day, but I can double check on the
Okay, thank you.
label.
Hey, it's Scotty. I'm pretty exhausted right now, but I wanted to just make this video while everything is fresh in my mind. I spent the morning at the vet with Dice. He is okay. He's stable. Well, he's not okay, but I want to explain what's going on with him while I still have everything in my mind. He is stable back here, and as you may know, he's had an ongoing tooth root abscess issue. The reason why I like to explain what happens to my piggies at the vet especially is because the more experiences that we share with each other, the more when things happen, we have a knowledge base that we can draw from, and in the comments we can share our experiences and possibly the ways that we solve problems, and that might help us diagnose illness and lead to better outcomes for all of our piggies. So Dice has had an ongoing tooth root abscess. It started as stomach issues, and he was not pooping and very lethargic, and then he ended up with diarrhea, and that's when we discovered that he actually had a tooth abscess. There was infection in his gums, and we tried to treat that with various antibiotics and flushing and everything. And after several months of different antibiotics, culture results, and trying different antibiotics based on those results, one of his incisors, the bottom incisor, fell out. It was a challenge to fight that infection with the hole where his tooth used to be. I was flushing it twice a day. Then he went back to the vet, and also his top front teeth were starting to overgrow. We went back to the vet. They cleaned it out really well. They put some antibiotic stuff in the gum, and they sutured it up. Those sutures actually fell out less than a week later, not really sealing up that hole as we had hoped. But after a couple weeks of continued antibiotics and flushing, the infection really started to subside, and he was taken off antibiotics, off pain meds, and basically every day, every other day, I would flush his gums. I'm still giving him daily vitamin C, Child Life liquid vitamin C, and I would flush the gums when I would give him the vitamin C, before I'd give him the vitamin C. So as I film this, it's Tuesday. This will be uploaded on Wednesday. So on Sunday night, I came home, I gave him his vitamin C, I checked him out, he seemed he seemed fine, seemed normal. He took his vitamin C like he loves to take it. I don't have to do anything, I just give him the syringe and he will gladly take it. Then Monday evening, I was giving veggies and he didn't come out from his tunnel. He didn't want to come out and get veggies. So I picked him up and I realized he was very lethargic. He was kind of flopping and dizzy. And when I picked him up, he had diarrhea also. Very soft, like liquid, almost runny poops. And so I gave him activated charcoal. I gave him some smithicone, or the gas medicine, and I gave him meloxicam for pain. And I sat with him all night, rubbing his belly and giving him critical care and a little bit of extra water. And I basically stayed up with him. I took some naps in the middle of the night for an hour or so, and then I gave him more critical care and rubbed his belly. And finally, by about 4 in the morning, he did start to poop. And this morning he had pooped a little bit, but he was still flopping over. He can't get his balance. His eyes are not tracking. So I took him to the vet this morning. My vet was able to squeeze me in. So at 7:45, I left here. I got to the vet right before 10, and they squeezed me in. Now, the vet is not sure if it is a stroke or if it is some kind of deep inner ear infection. And so I was given an ear infection medicine, not drops, because there's no discharge. She looked in both ears, there's no discharge, but I was given one type of medicine specifically for the ear infection. So it is this pre-dosed Panacur paste, P-A-N-A-C-U-R paste. So you can Google that if you want more information, P-A-N-A-C-U-R paste. And then also the Baytril. Baytril comes in different concentrations, so for any kind of potential bacterial infection or where antibiotics would need it, you would want to do it by weight, and it's of course prescription only. These are not the kind of meds that you would just get and then dose because you guess, but if ever you're in a situation where there's a possible ear infection or whatever, this is what I was given, and so it just sort of helps each other possibly use this as a frame of reference. This will be in the illness playlist. I'll put this video there so you can always have it as reference. So basically his symptoms were diarrhea, bloat, and he just started getting extremely dizzy. His eyes are not tracking. Now, when I first pulled him out, he was able to eat cucumber, and he was willing to accept probably 15 to 20 milliliters of critical care, kind of fairly wet critical care, because I was using a 1 milliliter syringe, and it's easy to slurp it up when it's not too thick like a paste. So he had that, and right now I will be interspersing some of the shots in this video from the vet and from just how he was last night. And right now he is sitting in a cuddle cup with hay. I put some of the finer pieces of hay, and Grape missed him very much. Grape was very curious to see him when he came back, and just now he's running around popcorning. I don't know if you can see him back there. But yeah, look at him. Grape has been alone for the last half day, so he's happy to have his buddy back. So I just wanted to check in. That's what I've been up to for the last day. there are 20 piggies here, rescues, and a lot of fosters, and a whole bunch shaping up to be foster fails. So I just wanted to make this video to let you know what was going on with me in my world with Dice.
It's later in the evening, and Dice has actually been moving around. He doesn't want to sit. I just cleaned the whole cage and swapped out the couch, and he's been moving around. He's been eating a lot. I mean, he still doesn't look great. He's still off balance, but it's kind of a blessing to see him sitting upright. He's still extremely wobbly, but that's the best I've seen him move in a day. Man, this is really exciting. So hopefully he'll continue to progress, because I was sort of thinking that, you know, maybe he was going to have this vertigo and be essentially paralyzed for the rest of his life. So it's exciting to see him up and walking around. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I won't be able to edit some kind of a high concept video, but of course you can always reach out to me through the contact page on my website. And if you have a video that you want to see, or something that you're curious about, or from my perspective, or basically a question based on what I've learned volunteering at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, I'm so grateful to be able to share everything that I've learned. I'm gonna take a nap, try to get some rest, and tomorrow I'll be volunteering at the rescue, chopping veggies and feeding the piggies, cleaning the water bottles, and potentially doing adoptions. So if you live in the LA area and you want to add one more girl to your herd, or if you want to get a bonded pair of boys or girls, or you know, you found the channel because you're researching guinea pigs, we have so many that are waiting for a really good home, and I hope that maybe that's you. And you know, a lot of times people in the comments will say, oh, if I lived closer I would definitely adopt. Well, I have a worldwide rescue list, and I have rescue resources on my website. There's a whole rescue page, and there's links to Pet Finder and Guinea Pig Finder, and there are so many rescues and shelters that need your support, and there's so many piggies and other animals waiting for really good homes. So I hope you'll be that good home for them. All right, I said I will put this in the illness playlist. I will put the illness playlist right here, and I hope you will take the time to check out some of the other illness videos. There's a whole illness section of my care guide, but scroll through the playlist and get to know what some of those videos are. The more you learn about common illnesses, the earlier you can detect them, and the faster your piggies will be on their road to recovery. All right, until next time, thanks for watching.